guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past few days. We do have some topics to discuss with everything circling around the two main topics in this video. Firstly, on Nico Williams. He sent a message to the Barcelona locker room and the staff and the management, making it very clear that he wants to make the move to Barcelona this summer. We'll discuss the logistics and the operation, money, decision making behind that decision, and also some big news around the registration of Dani Olmo. Of course, he was in August. He was only temporarily registered for the first half of the season. The deadline is coming out to register him for the second half of the season, where Deco and Laporta are working countlessly. He is right now the main priority to have him registered for the second half of the season, especially in January. Of course, we do have a lot of big games coming up: Super Cup, Copa, La Liga as well. Some other general news: Pena renewal update, where we're going to go for the tour this summer for preseason. Kit designs for next season being leaked as well. Some other general news, with these two are the main big topics being discussed. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes on this video. It would be very much appreciated. Also, if you are new, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past few days. Now, the first topic we're going to discuss is around the signing of a left winger. It's been a hot topic around Barcelona over the past few days, and we have more confirmation that the signing of a left winger is a priority for Barcelona, according to Victor Malo from Sports. So again, everything is pointing that this summer will of course be a left winger as the big signing. 2026 will be a striker. 2027 will be a goalkeeper. That is the plan that Barcelona currently have, and it's becoming more and more clear. We have of course been linked with one left winger. He's of course on the thumbnail. It is the big name. It is Nico Williams, and we're now seeing a very similar path that we've seen a lot of times. Barcelona try and sign a player one summer, the player says, starts mumbling and umming and ahhing, then doesn't join. Then after 2 months, the player says he wants to actually come. I want to, make the move now, blah blah blah. And then the summer ends up coming. This has always happened a lot with Barcelona, whether it was with Coutinho, Griezmann. I mean, the list goes on. I did mention two, one flop and one semi-flop there, but the list goes on and on. But we have, of course, reports about Nico Williams. Now, this is coming in from Tony Juan Marti. He's come out saying that as of today, Nico Williams feels more eager to sign for Barcelona than he did 4 months ago. He's in frequent contact with the Barcelona locker room. Nico has hinted that he still dreams of joining the club. While he's happy in Bilbao, he's also ambitious and wants to take a step forward in his career. He believes that at Barcelona, he'd have more chances to win trophies and boost his personal value. Well, no shit, Sherlock. At Barcelona, they still see Nico Williams as an excellent player, but other factors complicate the situation. The interest is still there, however, what used to be a close competition now includes more candidates. Barcelona want to analyze the bigger picture and want to take things slowly. So Juan Martin there is basically saying that, look, Barcelona last summer, they just want Nico Williams. It was Nico Williams or nothing. In the end, it was nothing. But now, new season, new summer, new vibes, there's more options available. Like Nico Williams himself, who is a candidate, as Tony Juan Martin mentioned. You have Rafael Leao, who's being named a lot. You have Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, name that keeps dropping in and around the area. Omar Marmoush's name is also an option. So there's other names that Barcelona are considering. Last summer, it was just Nico Williams. He was the only left winger we were linked with all summer long. Now, Mateo Merito has come out saying that the operation of Nico Williams isn't closed yet for Barcelona. The club still sees the winger on their list and could once again emerge as an option in the summer. So no decision from Barcelona, but what is clear is that Nico Williams, he wants to make the move now, which again is like bloody hell. I love the quote from last summer that was going around a lot, that the Barca train only comes by once. It's your job and it's your decision to jump on it or let it walk by you. You let the train go by last summer, so I don't really want to see that train come by on a round trip another chance. Of course, if it's him or nothing, I would take him. I still think Nico's a very good player. I think the price of the player for the valuation of the quality of the player is very good. He's Spanish. Again, like the report mentions, he knows basically the whole entire team already. Half the team is already his teammate with Spain. Our team now is heavily Spanish, more so than it used to be back in the day. It was very international, but now it's, I would say, 80% of our squad is Spanish. Only like Rafinha, Lewandowski, Koundé, Szczesny. I think they're the only ones that are not really Spanish. I think everyone, actually, you know what? I have a picture here of the squad. I'm pretty sure they're the only ones that are not Spanish. So you have, yes, Rafinha, you have I'm just going through the squad here. Oh, De Jong, forgot about De Jong, my bad. Koundé, Christensen, Araujo, and Chesney. So 6. I missed 2. So 6 of our squad is non-Spanish. So again, he's gonna know absolutely everyone. The integration period will be so easy for him as well. So there's a lot of pros to Nico coming. The con is right now this season on form, he hasn't been that great. Huge drop off from his level last season, and also the fact that he said no to us last summer. That for me is the big one, in my opinion. So we'll wait and see how things do turn out. Again, anything can happen. He's still a favorable option. I don't mind him being an option. I just don't want him to be number 1. So we'll wait and see what the club do and decide. But it's quite clear that he's still an option for Barcelona. But most importantly, Nico Williams himself is more and more keen on making the move to Barcelona this summer. Now, another position that will be a huge target for Barcelona in the upcoming summer is, of course, to reinforce the fullback positions, which right now, in terms of all 4 players being considered, is quite weak on the side of Barcelona, and we need to, of course, sign some players in there as quickly as possible. I'd love to do it in January, but that's not the case. Of course, in January, Deco has confirmed that Barcelona are not planning on signing anyone at the moment. Again, I think an injury would have to happen for really to spark something for Barcelona. So again, very unlikely we sign anyone in January. So this report is mainly focused, of course, on the summer. Joaquin Pereira has come out saying that Deco is working to sign fullbacks next summer, and Marc Pubil, Devan Rakches, Vandersen, and João Enrique are names on the table right now. And at the same time, an in-depth follow-up is also being done on Alex Vai as well. So you have a few options here: João Enrique, Monaco, Brazil; Marc Pubil, Levante, Spanish; Venderson, Monaco, Brazil; and Rakches, who is of course a Dutch fullback playing for Ajax. Now, for me personally, I think what this team needs in the fullback position is not a world-class signing, but a high-level signing. Someone to come in and really shake up the fullback scene, make sure that everyone has to train and play at the top level. There's no one safe, like João Cancelo was. He came in, was a starter straight away. He put so much pressure on Balde, but in the end Balde got injured. That's why the pressure kind of, in the end fell through. That's what I think the club really needs. So you have right now Koundé, Fort, and Alejandro Balde. Of course, I'm not counting Big Ear Gerard Martin. He's getting shipped off no matter what. Those are your 3 fullbacks. I think all 3 of those are the quality of Barcelona. So you want to bring one player in that I think is of a high level. The issue with Alex Vai, I really like him. I think he's a really needy player. I would keep him, but then again, you have Balde and Vai, and then Fort and Koundé. Did we really upgrade? The answer is no. I think you have to keep one of Fort and Vai. You cannot have both, because you don't want to have too much inexperience, because Balde needs competition. Koundé needs competition. They're both, dropping stinkers left, right, and center, and know for a fact that in the next game, they're going to start no matter what. Of these options, I do really like Vandersen. I've, of course, been following him for quite some time now. We've been with him a lot over the past few years. I think he's a really good player, mainly a right back, can do a job at left back. Of course, played at left back against Barcelona in the first game of the Champions League this season against Lamine Yamal. Did okay against him. Of course, Lamine Yamal did end up scoring. We did, of course, play with 10 men. João Enrique, not too keen on. He used to play for Atletico Madrid. He's all right, but not something I'm really keen on. Same with the other 2 as well. Pubil and Rakches are just, 2 players that I feel with potential. If we're gonna go with Pubil or Rakches, I'd rather just go with Alex Vai, who's already in the academy, already in the club. You don't have to spend any money or time or effort to bring him back in. There's no really point here. If you're gonna go balls to the wall and bring in a fullback, the best one option here is Vandersen. Where he's probably the best option that we have been linked with. I would like to see other top fullbacks being linked with Barcelona, because that's what we really need to improve upon. But we'll wait and see how things do turn out. But thankfully, and most importantly, the club are following fullback markets and tend to reinforce that position this summer. Now, the biggest priority for Barcelona right now in the imminent future is, of course, the registration of Dani Olmo in January. To be honest, I'm still unsure what is the deadline. I'm seeing journalists saying January 20th is the deadline, January 18th, 19th, some are even saying December 31st. I don't know when, but again, we have a lot of big games in the beginning of January. Copa del Rey, Super Cup, La Liga, and we're gonna need Dani Olmo. Now, Fran Martinez from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona is racing against time to register Dani Olmo. If the player is not registered after December 31st, he would become a free agent. Despite the situation, neither Barcelona, given the investment made and their trust in the player, nor Dani Olmo himself believe he'll leave the club in January. Dani Olmo is fully committed to succeeding at Barcelona. He's focused on playing and helping the team achieve its goals. For him, wearing the jersey of the team he's dreamed about for many years is a dream come true. So Dani Olmo has similar clause to Inigo, Gundogan, Joao Felix, Joao Cancelo, Christensen, Franck Kessié, Rafinha, Koundé, Lewandowski, all the signs that we've made in this new era of Joan Laporte's tenure, they've all had this clause that if they fail to register the player can walk away for free. Standard stuff. No player has ever come close to walking for free, and every report has come out from those players that if the option doesn't come about, they will not walk away for free. It's just there to give the player a sense of security. Maybe if Dani Olmo waits for a month and we're like in February he's not registered, he might cut by then, but he will give the club leeway, and the club are not worried about that. Canacera also came out saying that as a last resort, Barcelona are considering a personal bank guarantee to register Dani Olmo, showing proof of funds to La Liga. Look, we have the money, it's there. Again, there's a lot of options that Barcelona can do. We can sell the percent of the Barca studio that we're still trying to move upon. The VIP boxes for the new Spotify Camp Nou, selling those early. A lot of options there for Barcelona. Of course, Pau Victor is kind of in the same realm here as well, but he never gets the limelight. He's not really an important player for Barcelona, but he's also in this kind of same area with Dani Olmo. Now, we do have some quotes coming in on Dani Olmo's registration. First one up is from Deco himself. Before the Dortmund game, he was asked your thoughts on Dani Olmo's registration. Will you be able to do it in time? And Deco said, yes, of course. We work calmly, and these are internal problems. Do not worry. We will fix it. And the player is also calm himself. So the player and the board are transmitting tranquility to Barcelona and to the fans as well, that he will be re-registered, should we say, by January. And also, the president of La Liga himself, the biggest Madridista I know, Javier Tebas, has also said this, and he brings up a very good point as well. He's asked about Olmo's registration. He said that, look, I hope and wish that Barcelona achieve it. I'm very positive. I'm optimistic. In the end, they always achieve it, but we'll see. Besides, he's a player that I like a lot. That second last sentence for me is a big one. In the end, they always achieve it. Barcelona have not failed to register a player ever. Oh, these rumors, Barcelona's broke, this and that. We can't register this, we can't register that. It's never happened. Of course, the first time, Piqué cut his salary the morning of the Getafe game, or was it Getafe? Or no, the morning of the Sociedad game to let Eric Garcia and Canaguero be registered. The next summer after that, Laporta gave 10 million of his own money to register Koundé last second. Last summer, we just didn't have anything to do really. We got Joao Felix and Joao Cancelo last second, and we had some sales to make the moves as well. So we've been absolutely fine. We've never come close. There's never been a day where, oh my god, we have not registered players. Of course, last summer, Dani Olmo missed a game. Technically, because he was available for two. The first one, he wasn't fit. Flick confirmed that. Second one, he was fit, ready to go. We didn't register him yet because we're waiting for the sale of Gundogan to be finalized. So maybe in the 3 years and a half, we've missed one game. So again, I am completely calm. It's just really about how we do it. VIP box sales, bank guarantee, Barca studio sale. I don't know what it is. Maybe the Nike renewal when it gets approved next weekend. That might be it as well. Who knows? But everyone is very calm in this scenario, myself included. The board are the agent of the player himself, and the manager as well. Dani Olmo will be registered in due course. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. We just have the one update, and it is on Inaki Pena. Funny how this is coming out after he plays two alright games. Well, not alright, I'm being a bit of a dick there. He played two good games. I'm not going to beat around the bush there. Gabriel Sanz and Deportivo came out saying that Inaki Pena has proven his worth. Both the club's management and the coaching staff are convinced he deserves a renewal based on his performances. The club plans to offer him an extension soon, regardless of whether he receives other offers this summer, because his contract expires in June 2026. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Number one, I have no problem renewing Inaki Pena. Just like we did with Gerard Martin. You want to renew him to retain his value, as this pretty much mentions. Crack on. Number two, he deserves a renewal based on his performances. Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? He's been in the team for 2 months now. I can count a few good games on one hand. Man's played 15, 20 games and had 4 good games. You're telling me that's enough to do a renewal? Okay, now give me a chance. I'll put 1 good game in 50. I might as well get a renewal at that point. Listen, the club have made it very clear in the media that they will decide the future of the goalkeeper department in the summer. Szczesny, Inaki Pena, Astrolaga, coach in, Ter Stegen, bring someone in maybe. That will all be decided in the summer. Inaki Pena's future himself as well will be decided at the end of the season. They want to give him a renewal now, maybe just to boost his confidence, keep his morale up, just show how much the club do back him, but more importantly, retain that value. The contract is going to be going into the summer, of course, into the final year of his deal, so they want to have some sort of power in his future, maybe even loan him. Again, he's going to be 26 years old this summer, by the way. Get that in your head. He's not, some young 21, 22, 19-year-old goalkeeper. This man's turning 26 years old this summer. I think he's like 1 year younger than like Koundé, and Rafinha, and I think Rafinha is 27, so he's only like a year or two apart from them lot. He's not some sort of youngster anymore. And again, If you want to renew him based on the last 2 games, you want to be as reactionary as you can be, crack on. But based on this season, since Ter Stegen got injured against Villarreal until today, I don't think, and I know for a fact a lot of you guys don't think he's deserved a renewal based on all those games combined. He played well against Madrid in the Clásico, against Celta Vigo, against Betis, and against Dortmund. 4 games in about 20. Come on, let's keep it 100 here. He's not done enough to earn a future spot in the goalkeeper department, maybe, but you want to give a renewal for confidence, stuff like that. Crack on. We'll wait and see. I think if Inaki Pena is our future goalkeeper, I will be very worried. But I think, again, he has the season now to pretty much prove himself. Chance to engage the team anytime soon, unless this man has catastrophes in like 4 games in a row. Ter Stegen ain't coming back until May or April, so he's got his time. It's down to him to prove me wrong, and maybe the other fans that doubt him in the fan base. To say he's a renewal, I think is a bit disrespectful to the players who have been playing very consistently well and are still lacking renewals. But we'll wait and see how things do turn out, as the club are planning on offering Inaki Pena a new deal. Let's discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past few days. Firstly, here we do have a breakdown of the money that Barcelona could and sometimes will receive on their Champions League progression. This is coming in from Catalonia Radio. They've come out saying that Barcelona have already earned approximately 29.1 million euros from this season's Champions League campaign so far. Here's a breakdown of the earnings so far and potential rewards. So current rewards, 18.62 for qualifying for the group stages, 2.1 for each game won, and 700,000 for each game draw. So I guess you don't get any money for losing, which is quite crazy. A potential additional earnings, of course, the league phase performances bonuses, 9.9 if Barcelona finish in first place, 2 million if they finish in the top 8, and 1 million for finishing between 9th and 24th. So we're gonna get probably 2 million, but the jump there of 8 million. If we can finish in first place, of course, Liverpool are doing very well. We're only 3 points behind them because they haven't lost, and we've lost 1. So if we can get that first place spot, oh my god, that's an extra 10 million right there. That could probably pretty much register Dani Olmo at this point. Now, in terms of the knockout stages, 11 million for reaching the round 16, which hopefully we will probably get. 12.5 for the quarterfinals, 15 for the semifinals, and 18.5 for making the final. Barcelona's campaign could result in significant financial reward with strong performances in this competition. So along with those knockout progressions as well for, quarterfinals, stuff like that, you also get that, 1 million or 2 million base fee for winning games as well. So there's some decent money now in the Champions League, and again, hopefully we can get that. First place in the league is really attracting me. I'm not gonna lie, 9.9 million, and we're only 3 points off it. Let's hope that Liverpool do fall off. We can retain that spot. That'd be hella nice. But again, the money is kind of secondary in the Champions League. Of course, qualifying is the main thing. We get that much for qualification. We're pretty much kind of sorted. Everything else after that is a bonus. Winning it, of course, is the most priceless dream. In some other news, we do have an update on the design for the kits for next season, the second and third kit. There has not been, by the way, an update on the home kit since the first leak came out, I believe, in the middle of August or end of August. So that's kind of strange, but we were getting updates left, right, and center about the second kit and the third kit. Now, of course, left-hand side is the second kit with the Kobe Bryant collaboration. Right-hand side is the third kit. So from that third kit, they have moved the badge from the side into the middle. Of course, have added the top blue on the collar and the sleeve, and the blue trim on the side. From the Kobe Bryant collaboration one, they added now a little bit of a black line there on top of the sleeve and the collar as well. They made it a bit more prominent. The Barca badge look a bit more darker as well. To be honest, I really like both of them. I think they've improved a lot since the initial leaks. Probably looking to give, I would say, both of them an 8 out of 10. I think the right-hand side, they're both very unique colors that we have never really seen for Barcelona kits before. So I'm really intrigued to see how it looks in person as well. And of course, these are just the pictures of the edits. When the official one comes out, we see the official pictures and videos and stuff. I think the quality of the way we see it will also improve as well. I'm very excited about this Kobe Bryant collaboration as well, about the other merchandise that we're going to get with the tracksuits, sweaters, other accessories as well. But again, more and more, the design is getting improved and making extra tweaks in addition before, of course, they send it to Nike for manufacturing. And again, I'm really excited to see these two kits. Let me tell us about the designs down in the comments below. But I think they're low-key very underrated. Now, one of the biggest stories around Barcelona over the past few days has been, of course, the news on Barcelona appealing Hansi Flick's red card against Real Betis. And we've now heard word back that the appeal has been rejected. I'm smiling because I'm not surprised. If you look at the last transfer video, I told you guys where the club are going to appeal it. I said we're not going to win it. In my life supporting this club, 15 years now, I've never seen Barcelona win one appeal. Never in my life. And the streak continues. The Federation have rejected Barcelona's appeal, which means that Hansi Flick will officially be suspended from the touchline for the match against Leganes and Atletico Madrid. So the final time we'll see Hansi Flick on the touchline was in the game against Dortmund in the Champions League. Again, he'll be coaching the game from the stands. I'll see Mark Sorg, of course, his assistant, being on the touchline, making a lot of the commands. Is this a blow for Barcelona? I would say I would lean on the side of no, simply on the fact that they're both home games. If they're away games, I think would be generationally cooked. But since they're home games, you can maybe do a little bit of loopholes in the home arena at the Montjuic. He is, of course, not allowed to go into the dressing room or be anywhere near the first team from, I think, 1 hour before the game and then until the game ends. So we'll wait and see how the club do maneuver around it. Of course, he will do the press conference tomorrow. He'll have the post-match press conference as well. I mean, he might not be able to. He might not do it. Sometimes I've seen Oscar Hernandez, Xavi's brother and assistant. He did some of the post-match talk as well. Of course, the pre-match talk, like before the game, like in like the tunnel and stuff, that will be Marcus Sorg. But I mean, like the actual official press conference, it should be Flick. But banned for 2 games, appeal rejected. What else is new? We're in a corrupt league. Again, the way he got the red card was disgusting as well. Some video came out about what he actually did. He went like this when the referee called the penalty, and the referee went around and red carded him. Where Ancelotti, Simeone give fingers and point, and every single weekend, and nothing happens to them. But game is game. We move. No Flick on the touchline for Leganes and Atletico Madrid. So we won't see the manager until the new year. And the final topic that I want to discuss for the end of this video is in regards to Barcelona's pre-season location for this upcoming summer 2025. We of course discussed on the channel a month ago that the club were planning on going back to America for the 3rd year in a row, but a whole entire 360 has been done. According to Catalunya Radio, everything now indicates that Barcelona's 2025-2026 pre-season tour will be taking place in Asia and not the USA. So again, we're going to be going to the Asia. Apparently Japan and South Korea are the 2 main countries the club do want to visit. Very, very interesting. I think, of course, there's a huge fan bases there for Barcelona in Japan and South Korea for sure. For me, in Canada, the times for the game are going to be crazy. We're going to be having like pre-season games at 2-3 a.m. It's not going to be good for me, but you know what? I'll let the lads over there enjoy the players and have some fun. I don't mind it per se. Whether there'll be an El Clasico or not remains to be seen. Of course, if we went back to the US, there's going to be a 3rd Clasico preseason in a row. I don't know if there will be one in Asia or not, but that's what the club right now are putting their efforts and direction for 2025 Asia tour. So if you're in Asia, get ready for the name drops of the city, location, and opponents as well to get those tickets. It's going to be huge, much bigger than it is America for sure. Of course, America fans, they turn up to the stadium, and the stadiums are big, but around it and the energy is going to be so different in Asia. I'm very actually looking forward to it, seeing, of course, the media, the clips and the videos. The games, I don't know, man. I'm going to be waking up at like 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It's going to be crazy, but I'll stick it out there for the boys. But we'll see how things do turn out and the details behind it. But what's clear right now is that the plan is for Barcelona to take the club, the players, and the coaching staff to Asia this summer. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past few days. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, in the comments down below as well, let me know your thoughts on everything we did discuss. Mainly around the 2 big topics, the Nico Williams signing and the Dani Olmo registration. On the Olmo registration, are you confident the club will be able to execute it? And on Nico Williams, would you go for him this summer? Would you go for other priorities and have maybe as a plan B or a plan C? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below as well if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.